is for training purposes in TV news education. Some copyrighted material is used and is credited on screen. However, no more was taken than was necessary to tell the story of the event. YBA claims fair use of material.
And we're back. I'm Nikki, as you know, here with my fabulous co-host Matt.
Thank you. And we're about to bring you everything from the entertainment world to the tech. Here with Lane, Sarah, and Randy.
Hi, I'm Lane, and here we have Sarah Barth. She's going to tell us about volunteering, and then after that, we have an episode of Time Out for Technology. Take it away, Sarah.
Hi, I'm Sarah Barth, and today I want to talk about how kids can volunteer. Volunteering is a great way for people to help others in communities. There are all kinds of things people can do to help out. Food banks are a great way for kids to get involved with their parents. Kids get to work with their hands and help organize the food. Other ideas for kids is to help out a senior center. Kids can do arts and crafts or play board games with the seniors, as well as getting to know an older general. Last year I baked cookies and sang Christmas carols to the seniors with my Girl Scout troop. It was a great experience and a lot of fun. Other great ways for older kids to volunteer is to practice in a community cleanup. They can get together with their friends and pick up trash, gardens, or rack around their neighborhood. My Girl Scout and I went to Lynch Park in Beverly and picked up trash around the beaches, rose garden, and field. I felt really good after because I was helping out the environment. I hope you learned new ways to volunteer in your environment. I'm Sarah Barth for YBA. Back to you, Lane.
Thanks, Sarah. Those are some great ideas for volunteering. I hope to use them myself. I'm Lane with Time Out for Technology. On Facebook's first earnings call, Zuckerberg said it would not make sense, quote, to build a smartphone. It has been rumored for quite some time, but my opinion on this, why would a whole mobile phone be centered around Facebook when the iPhone and even other devices already heavily integrate social sharing? All I can see is Facebook's branding all over it, which, as you see in the picture to my right. Facebook's stock declined at its lowest point since it went public, down to a mere $24. That's the ticker symbol FB. The network showed a slower sales gain and narrow profit margins, as well as growth concerns. Shares dropped 29%. Ad sales were the major source of income, and for Facebook, they really had a lot of trouble because when they went public, it was at a $30 margin, around that price target. And it started off at $40, then the same day it dropped down to $30. Twitter had a massive outage yesterday, and Twitter said, quote, they are deeply sorry for the inconvenience. To me, it actually may have forced people to step outside for the first time in a while and stop tweeting for just a moment. The outage didn't even display the fail whale, which is Twitter's Epic logo, and issues happened for about an hour, but service was restored later. It has been common for Facebook to go down briefly and Twitter gets over capacity. But there was a really strange message on there, and people may have gone outside, luckily. The Financial Times has reported their digital subscribers actually outnumbered their print subscribers, and most revenue comes from digital. Now, to me, this is a sign of the fall of print newspapers, and even the New York Times has 500,000 digital subscribers. In the New York Times, there was a story about technology giving a voice to children who cannot speak. Using an iPad, a 9-year-old Enrique Mendez was able to use a text-to-speech app to help him. He could use that to talk and also express himself. The app is called Proloquo to Go, to communicate through text and pictures, and it also helps people with autism and special needs express themselves. Samsung's Galaxy S smartphone actually outsold the iPhone. That's for the first time for many smartphones. And this was in the second quarter, selling twice as many iPhones. Think about that. I mean, I guess the iPhone shortage is really going down for sales because there wasn't a major upgrade as in the iPhone 5. I'm Lane for Time Out with Technology, and now we have Randy Barth joining us for a special interview about social media and video.
How are you, Lane?
Good. How are you, Randy?
Very good. Glad to be here. Thank you.
Thanks. So at YBA, you're the CEO, the chairman, and Jimmy's the founder. So what is your role here as far as video, and how have you used your social media skills to incorporate them here?
Well, right now we're setting up the base for social media skills. We're doing a lot of recording of video, and we're going to be implementing that on a new YouTube channel and on a new website, which we'll be introducing probably on September 1st, sometime in and around there. And we really find that the key to social media is actually the engagement with your audience. So what we want to do is we want to establish a community that's excited about our content. We want to make sure that we're taking into consideration their needs and following up with them on a timely manner, and making sure we have a call to action. I think that's the one thing that's missing from a lot of people's social media outreach is they're not asking their audience what to do next. So we're putting in an infrastructure that's going to be able to handle all that for the fall and beyond. I've been here about a month and a half, and pretty excited about the possibilities of YBA's future, that's for sure.
Definitely. I think engagement is kind of an abstract concept for many, and it's different to actually see someone getting that and using engagement for their company's skills. And as you said, with the call to action, you see a lot of nonprofits. They'll have, what our mission statement is, and YBA has their dedicated, we want to use the iPie curriculum to, and that's basically the call to action to inspire younger kids to go the TV route and to be better broadcasters. So definitely on social media, you want to have your plan and your go-to, and also definitely engage your audience. Now, did you work at Pixability?
Yes, I was there at Pixability for 4 years. Pixability is a company that's pretty much inventing the video marketing rules and doing a great job. Also, a lot of their claim to fame is to gather data points on what people are doing when they're watching their video and what they're doing after they watch the video. It's really important if you're going to establish a front that has social media as the backbone, you really have to watch what people are doing, and you have to gather that data so you can make improvements and make decisions. People can be spending thousands of dollars or tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands, but they don't know what that money is doing. So a return on their investment can be predicted by watching the data points and seeing who's really active on your videos and what they're doing after that. And not just video, it's all your social media. Pixability does a great job with that, and they actually have a tool that people should use to see their video media, and that tool is the onlinevideograder.com. onlinevideograder.com.
Okay, yeah, I know HubSpot has a lot of tools like that too. I've seen your webinars as well. And I mean, you've seen the average attention span of a video is 1 minute and 30 seconds. So I bet that research really comes in handy. Well, we have to wrap it up, and
okay.
Nice talking with you, Randy.
Thank you.
And now over to Nikki and Matt.
Oh, hi, I'm Anthony Muratori with YBA, and I'm here with WBZ TV meteorologist Joe Joyce. And Joe, what is the reason for all this severe weather the past couple of days?
Well, severe weather tends to happen in the summer. Severe weather is actually a necessary thing that occurs on the planet. As in the summer, you get the sun's energy, which starts to heat and build in the northern hemisphere. And what severe weather is, it's a massive release of that energy. So every day there's thousands of thunderstorms that occur all over the planet, and what they are is just it's a release of energy. And a hurricane is a massive release of energy that occurs during the summer season. So these are very typical to happen, and severe weather is actually a necessary evil for the planet.
Yeah, but the humidity doesn't help either.
No, and anytime you have the humidity is when you have a better chance of seeing a thunderstorm. It's very hard for thunderstorms to form in a very dry, low humidity day, but as the humidity starts to build, you get the heat, which starts to rise. It builds with the humidity, and you get these building clouds that eventually form thunderstorms. So where there is humidity, usually there are thunderstorms.
Another question, how long do you think this unsettled pattern would stick around? Like for next month, or, you know, it seems like forever?
Well, we're just getting started, actually. We've had a little bit of a great stretch of weather. Actually, much of July has just been very dry. We've been wondering where the rain has been. Oh, am I looking at this camera here? This camera? Oh, yeah. Hi, everybody. Yeah, much of July has actually been pretty dry. We've seen barely a quarter of an inch of rain, but recently we started to rain, and we are seeing signs that we're going to be in a little bit of an unsettled pattern, not only through this weekend, but through also much of next week. We have almost every day with a chance of a little bit of rain. Now, eventually we'll start to see a flattening to the flow heading in towards August. Probably won't be as wet, but at the same time, it's not looking as hot. We are seeing signs that this August could actually end up being somewhat cooler in the Northeast and not nearly as hot. So I think the worst of the summer is coming to an end across the Northeast, especially through the Mid-Atlantic, which has been awfully hot.
Yeah, I know it's. And what do you think temperatures will be in the winter, like fall going into winter? Like, will they be below average or normal?
It's a good question, right? We all remember last winter, which was very hot, or very warm for winter standards. It was actually one of the warmest winters we ever had on record. And then, of course, the winter before was very cold, where we had, it seemed like storm after storm. We had a winter blitz where we had well above normal snowfall. So, as you can see, the seasons can change in a dramatic way from one season to the next. So what is going to occur this winter? Well, we are going to be seeing an upcoming El Nino developing in the Pacific, and what we do is we determine where the warm air is in different oceans around the globe, from the Arctic to the Pacific to the Atlantic, and it all kind of distributes itself over the course of every year. And where all those blobs of warmth are help to determine our eventual season right here in New England. And we are expecting this winter, obviously, to be colder than last one. It's hard to believe that we could have another warm winter like last, which was near record-breaking least amount of snow, where we only had about 9 inches of total snow in Boston. This year we are expecting a colder than normal winter, and along with the colder than normal winter, likely above normal snowfall. So we'll just wait and see on that. Of course, we did not really pick up last year's warmth as well as we would have liked. And every season, as we've talked about, has its own personality and its own story to tell. So we'll wait and see. But right now we're forecasting for a cooler than normal winter.
That's right. Yeah. And most important of all is, the most important part is, what is it like being a meteorologist on WBZ?
It's awesome. No, it really is. It's a pleasure being able to come into your homes every day and talk about the weather, if it's just what sort of weather to wear in the morning, or how to keep your family safe or your property safe when weather turns bad.
That's right.
It's good to be able to give you the information that you need to take care of your families and just to go about your day. It's just a wonderful thing, and it's a pleasure to be part of, and it's a great team that I work with.
Well, thank you so much, Joe Joyce, WBZ meteorologist, and stay tuned, the forecast is next.